Looks like we're just diving right into game number 2, and hopefully this works. There we go. We're diving into game 2, and spawning in the bottom left we had Clem for Team Liquid, and in the top right we have MaxPax for Storm Gaming. Ooh, okay, so we are just jumping into game number 2. Clem is leading the series 1-0, and the winner of this series faces off against Hero in the semi-finals. Here we go. So again, unfortunately, we literally missed out on the lobby by a second. Literally a second. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. But it's okay. You know, we have a clean feed available, so our lovely WTL admins will be covering the observing for now. All good, all good. As Clem, is setting up here for an eBay. SCV is coming in for an eBay block. We have a Rax back at home, engineering bay here across the map, and MaxPax does not see this ahead of time, which means MaxPax will be forced to take the unnatural natural. I'm getting deja vu. I think it was a couple of days ago. We casted Clem versus MaxPax. I think it was ESL Americas, and Clem annihilated MaxPax by forcing him to take the unnatural natural. Went for a cyclone push, and MaxPax just died. it was crazy. And there it is. Nexus is thrown down, and the defense here for MaxPax is going to be awkward. Now, thankfully, we are on Hecate, and Hecate, the rush distance by ground is a little bit longer, so MaxPax will have more opportunity to defend, more time to defend. We have a reactor on the way. I'm pretty sure Clem is going to go for an add-on swap into Cyclones, but we'll see. We shall see what Clem decides to go for, as we do have MaxPax just trying to set up back at home with that first adept, and we have yet to see our tech of choice for our Protoss player. Oh, there it is, Stargate. I want to say that's a good thing here. And there it is, there's the add-on swap, and it is going to be Hellions, not Cyclones. Okay, so less committed. CC is thrown down for Clem, so he's going for an economic opener. With these Hellions, he's going to be looking to, as we do get a bit of a pause. But with these Hellions, he's going to be looking to slip into those mineral lines and try to get some economic damage done. Oh, as we do have... Oh my god. As we do have a little bit of latency, it looks like. A little bit of latency. So we are just going to be making sure that everything is cleared up and that we are good to go. Yeah, we're more than happy to wait for the players and to make sure that everything is okay. You know, make sure that like Steam isn't downloading anything in the background, close any additional applications, and hopefully things settle. Hopefully they do settle. Oh. But yeah, we don't have any updates when it comes to the upper half of the bracket, but Dark has been eliminated 2-0 by Hero, and that means no more Zerg players are left in the tournament. Which is a shame because we didn't get to cast any Zergs. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Like I wanted to follow our narrative of Kelazar, and I was praying that we could cast some Zerg later on in the night, but no. They're all gone, Spappy. They're all gone. Only Terran and Protoss remain, which is, I mean, some really good players nonetheless. And you know, if Dark were to fall to anyone, it would be Hero. You know, it's all fair. But just a shame that we didn't get to cast any Zerg players. Next time. So we are getting into this, and yeah, here we go. Looks like, or hopefully the latency has cleared up. Hopefully everything is all good. As we are investing into quite a lot of Hellions here. And again, the reasoning for this is because MaxPax does have his attention split. He has to defend both his natural and his main base, and it's going to be on Clem to abuse that as the 4 Hellions are moving out across the map. Now we'll see if he goes for the main or the natural. He has options. There is a Phoenix ready to pick up one of the Hellions, but the other 3 will make it through. We have a shield battery in both mineral lines. The Hellions, they go straight for the main. One of those Hellions already taking a hit, and there we go. We pick up one of them with those Phoenixes. We pick up a second as well. And with these Phoenixes, it looks like MaxPax should defend, but not before losing a couple of probes. 3 workers go down. 4 workers. Oh my god, are we going to get a 5th? Up. 5 probes. And a full scout of the main. We confirm the Phoenix opener, but only 5. Again, that's an acceptable amount of damage. It could have been worse. It could have been so much worse. But MaxPax will hold on. Will hold, and from here he's just again going to be building up his Phoenixes for map control. Should be leading into Phoenix Colossus. Robo is on the way. So a very standard opener here out of MaxPax, very by the book. Phoenixes for map control and Colossus to deal with everything else. That is the setup that we're working towards anyway. Behind this, Clem is just building up his Marines. He's working on Cyclones and Vikings. It's going to be on Clem to minimize his own losses and make sure he's able to keep up with these Phoenixes, make sure that he doesn't lose any additional SCVs. So far, he is forcing MaxPax back. There's that Robotics Bay on the way, so we mentioned before. This looks like the beginning of Phoenix Colossus, and it is. With that bay, we gain access to Colossi. We have a Safety Immortal in production as well, just to make sure that we don't get caught by surprise by any kind of move out, and we have an army to work with, a ground army, I should say. And things are going to be pretty mellowed out here initially. Stim is in production though, and Clem is being adventurous. He wants to try to chase down these Phoenixes. And again, Stim is done in maybe 15 or so seconds, so this move out is lined up with it. And here we go, Clem is pushing out, but oh, the tank gets caught. That is brutal. Can we save it? We can barely hold on to the tank, but already at half HP. Big pig off here from MaxPax, and Clem races back home. The Phoenixes punish him for moving out. Punish him quite hard. Oh, he's going to be trading a Phoenix for a Viking. Not ideal for MaxPax. But regardless, he got 6 Marines, and he also deterred the move out. So MaxPax survives. He survives long enough to get his Colossus, to get his first Colossus out. So again, really good army movement and really good control of the map from MaxPax. That is what the Phoenix does grant you. And Clem is going to be stuck at home a little bit longer, waiting for the rest of his upgrades to kick in. And I'm curious to see if Clem does go for a 3rd base or if he doubles down on a 2-base push. For now, he's still just stuck at home at the mercy of these Phoenixes. Oh, another Viking goes down as well. Again, MaxPax, he's looking for any kind of slip-ups like this. He's looking for any opportunities, and he's getting them. These units should not be going down. Now, we do have a drop sneaking out across the map, and again, Clem, he has to do some counter damage. 3rd TC is on the way. He's not going for a 2-base all-in. Drop is making its way towards the main. I believe that is a Widoweye drop. I believe. Oh, and it will be spotted by that pylon. MaxPax, he does see it ahead of time. He should be able to react. At the same time, Clem is pushing out, trying to distract MaxPax with his Phoenixes. And the drop comes in. We recall back home. Good reaction out of MaxPax. He does pull away in the natural. Up! Pulls away in the natural. Pulls away in the main base. Only 3 workers go down, but we do scout the main. Oh my god. Our observer today is really frantic. It's like... Huh, I wonder. I don't know who's observing today, but it could be Cyan or Maxed. I don't know. We've seen Maxed in the... Oh my god, in the studio before. But I'm getting... Oh my god, as 10 workers go down, and we do not have another shot going off the main. But with how frantic this looks like a pro player. Like pro players at HomeStarCraft Cup, they observe like this. Ay. Here we go, as the drop does come into the natural base. A lot of workers are going down. 18, 19, 20. Oh my god, 20 probes full. And the main push is making its way towards that 3rd. Max actually does have some Colossus in position. 3 Colossi here looking to stop him. But the damage is done. 26 probes go down. Clem, he can't commit to the push, but he has done the damage that he's looking for. He cripples the economy of MaxPax. But he does bleed out those tanks. Tanks, some Cyclones as well. And from here, Clem, he's fine to just back off and chill back at home, get his third base up and running, defend against the Phoenixes, and rebuild his tank army, or his army in general. He's got a second starport on the way for additional Vikings. I mean, he's up against 3 Colossi, so it makes sense. We need Vikings, not just for the Colossi, but also for the Phoenixes. And MaxPax is maybe even forced into a counterattack. Again, his economy is crippled. He's down in supply. Bit of a Hail Mary play here out of MaxPax, moving on out. And so far, those 3 Colossi, they're bullying Clem back. He's being lured out though. Clem looking for a surround, but he does bleed out some units. The Vikings, they have arrived. But there's only 4 of them. Barely not enough, and MaxPax, he's committing. He's going for a big warp in. The boys, they have to be pulled. A lot of workers are going down, but Clem, he comes in from behind. Can he collapse on these Colossi? It looks like he barely can. Oh, the juggling. Juggling is looking good. The Colossus, they do make it out, but everything else is falling. The Archons, the Immortals, good juggling once again from MaxPax. Oof. In the end, only 1 Colossus survives. And Clem has enough to keep on pushing. Clutch recall. Did save at least a couple of Immortals. But MaxPax, he's trying to get a 4th base. I don't think he can get it up and running. We'll see where Clem goes, if he goes for the 4th or the 3rd. As he does have eyes on that Nexus. For now, he's just reestablishing himself, building up his own SCV count once again. He is giving MaxPax time, is giving him the opportunity to come back in this game, to build up his forces. But alas, we don't have any more Colossi. I think we have a couple of High Templar, a couple of Archons, but MaxPax's army still leaves much to be desired. And here we go. Clem is moving out. And I just don't think MaxPax has enough here to hold on. He's going to try, though. There are a lot of Vikings, maybe too many Vikings. They should annihilate that Colossus. They should just two-shot it, essentially. But there isn't much else for them to do. Zealot Runbag gets caught. Shield Battery finishes up a little bit too late to save the Colossus. Overcharge is going to be available, but the Nexus is under threat. And the Vikings, they land. Good EMPs. The Zealots, they come from behind, but they take mine shots to the face. And Clem is snowballing out of control. We didn't get to see game 1, but here in game 2, he has pulled MaxPax apart left and right. And he is looking to advance on to the semifinals. Again, MaxPax with barely anything left. He's down to a handful of gateway units. The Prism goes down. Zealots are warped in, but we have the Vikings to reinforce. GG gets called. And Clem will take the series 2-0. GG. GG, well played. Clem takes down MaxPax 2-0 and moves on to the semifinals. My condolences to MaxPax. Again, we didn't get to cast game 1. Unfortunately, we weren't able to be a part of that. But here, at least in game 2, Clem was, looking strong, looking powerful. Initially, MaxPax was getting a lot done. I was very impressed with how much value they were able to get out of their Phoenixes, but outside of that, MaxPax was having a hard time actually just holding on to their bases and keeping up with the speed of Clem. Remember, when everything started snowballing out of control, when Clem went for his drop play, he went for Widow Mines in every single mineral line, and he pushed in towards the third base, and the push didn't do damage, but the Widow Mines did. And what was it, like 26 probes went down. MaxPax was pulled apart. He couldn't keep up. GG. GG, well played.